Some wildlife transportations can involve some right monkey business, and this was certainly the case when JCS moved 3 male red-faced spider monkeys from Twycross Zoo in Leicestershire to Lagos Zoo in Portugal for the European breeding programme. Once the JCS team had arrived at Twycross, the spider monkeys were crated in their enclosures. From there, the primates were taken into the zoo's vet room. Once secured in the room, a small transfer from the crates they were in into the crates they would be flying to Lagos Zoo in took place. Patience was required from the keepers for the monkeys to move from crate to crate. However, after a bit of stubbornness, the spider monkeys eventually decided that the bigger boxes, which had food in them for the primates to enjoy whilst they travel, looked more appealing. Now that this first stage of the move was complete, the keepers said their emotional goodbyes and the JCS team pulled out of Twycross once the spider monkeys were settled into their crates ahead of their move to sunnier times. This move was a historical one for Twycross, as the zoo's registrar, Zach Shaw, explains.
This is the last red-faced spider monkeys leaving Twycross Zoo, and it's a species we've held since 1954. We've bred them very, very well, but they're off to pastures new in Lagos.
The move back to Heathrow was a fairly smooth one, and once back at headquarters, where the primates would spend the night in the van, Peter Jones of JCS was able to connect the van up to ensure they were kept at the correct temperature for the night. Whilst Peter went to rest for the delivery the next morning, the team at the headquarters took over as custom export formalities were being undertaken, ensuring that the animals and vehicles were supervised. A watchful eye is maintained by the team whilst under secure conditions at the JCS facilities to ensure the primates are safe and relaxed until it's time for them to move on. At 3:30 AM, Peter was back in and the monkeys were ready for the next stage of their journey. They were taken into one of the animal holding areas at Heathrow, which is where they would wait for their flight to Portugal later that morning. Once they had been loaded, they flew off to start an exciting new life in Portugal, where the hope is they will produce young for the European breeding programme. JCS, in the meantime, were preparing for their next animal move, and it was one of significant conservation value.